What's up, everybody? Just wanted to give everybody a little bit of an update just on how everything's going with the injury and my shoulder and everything else. Obviously, I'm really fortunate. Had a lot of people reaching out to me, and just checking on how I'm doing. And just thought it would be the easiest way is just to put out this little video, just kind of explain everything and keep everybody in the loop. But yeah, basically, obviously I was racing the Triple Crown in Poland, and in the last moto, ended up having a big crash, and hung onto the bars with my left arm, which ended up twisting as I fell, and I really tried to hang on. I didn't want to lose the boat. So yeah, hung on till the very end, and basically my shoulder and everything popped. And that's when I released the bars. And to be honest with you, at the beginning, I didn't know how serious it was. Obviously it was painful, and then it went numb. And obviously I was stuck in Poland. Yeah, we had a couple-day drive back with Quinton back to Belgium. Yeah, like obviously my arm was sore over the next few days, went black and blue. My chest really, swelled up. And obviously a lot of bruising through my shoulder, bicep, chest, and all of that stuff. But yeah, Quinton drove me back to Belgium. I was there for a day, ended up flying back to the US, and then yeah, it's been a bit of a struggle since I got back. Since I got back, I had to have a bunch of MRIs, and then they figured out basically what was wrong with my chest. And basically the short story is total laceration of the chest muscle. So this whole chest muscle basically wraps around through your shoulder into your bicep. So that totally ripped off, and your chest, basically my chest was basically broken off, I guess, just floating in the chest. So that is obviously a pretty big thing to sort out. On top of that, obviously damaged my rotator cuff, and then also my second head on the bicep. So yeah, I definitely did a good job doing it. Pretty much made a mess in there. So yeah, I ended up with a really good doctor. He's a really high-end surgeon here in Phoenix. Does all the basketball players and all of these guys. So he took me on, and they got me into surgery on Thursday. And ended up being a couple hour surgery, and ended up being a little bit worse than what they originally thought. But basically he knows what I do too, and he knows that I want to try and get back to racing as quick as possible. So he took a little bit more time to try and really beef everything up when he was working in there. And yeah, they basically put some for my chest, which seems to be, from what I can understand, obviously I've been a bit out of it the last couple of days, but securing my chest back is like the major thing. And they put these like metal anchors into the bone to hold everything back in place. So he said he was going to put extra anchors in there to try and make it stronger, and yeah, just try and get it to heal a little bit faster. But yeah, I mean, he's warned me already. It's going to be a long recovery. Afterwards, he seems to be a little bit more optimistic about. Obviously, I'm in good health. I'm in shape. So and he knows I'm determined. So he feels good to maybe bring that recovery time down a little bit. But yeah, basically the big thing is for me is once they got in there, it was really torn up. And a bit of definitely, it was a mess. So yeah, he's given, doc, I've had injuries in the past, and I get, you get all the talk from the doctor and how you must take it easy and everything else. But this doctor was really serious with me, and he basically said to me, you got a one-shot deal to heal this thing up. So because of how damaged it was inside my shoulder area, especially my chest, with using the extra anchors and everything, he basically was able to get everything back together. But he just says, if I rush the recovery and I re-tear this before it's healed, he doesn't think that he can reattach everything afterwards, and then I would lose basically a lot of the function of my chest, shoulder and everything. which would really rule out racing for me ever again, or even possibly even riding. So yeah, that's where we're at the moment. Obviously the last day, last 3 weeks, I'm not gonna lie to you, been pretty tough. Just being a big bummer because I didn't really know how it was going to go, and just thinking that, kind of, I am getting older for sure, and just kind of thinking that my racing career could possibly be over, and not on my terms, but because of something like this, pretty much sucked. But I'm feeling a little bit better about it now. It is funny though, like I was sitting in the car driving to Poland with Quinton, and like we had this discussion, and I said to him, like, if I have another big injury, I think I'll be done. I don't think I want to go through all the work and effort to get back to the top level that I'm at the moment. It was a lot of work to get there, and especially at my age. And it's funny that then I ended up getting hurt at the race. And he spoke to me afterwards, and he's like, dude, you can't hang it up. And to be honest with you, I didn't really want to answer anybody. I just wanted to just take some time for myself and figure it out and see how the surgery went and everything. And yeah, I must say it's just a couple of days later, I'm still struggling like massively. Because obviously the pain is pretty intense, and just with joint and shoulder and muscle stuff, even when you're not moving around, it's very painful. And I'm trying, like they got me on some pretty crazy painkillers, but I'm trying not to take them. So, I'm just trying to take the minimal amount that I can kind of deal with. So, yeah, getting through it, but I'm feeling a lot more positive, and I'm gonna get through this, get the shoulder put back together, get some stuff sorted out, and I'm gonna be back. And I think this break actually might make me like reignite my fire a little bit, because I had been pushing pretty hard for the last year and a half, 2 years, and maybe a little bit of burnout just from the intensity of like the work, the program, the training, the racing, everything else. So maybe this, a little bit of a step back is going to just actually help me reignite that fire even a little bit more than what I had before. Obviously it's a real bummer because there's no way I'm going to be able to do the finals, and then after that I'm not really too sure how quick I can get back. A lot of it's going to have to just determine on how the healing goes, but that's pretty much it. Thanks a lot for everybody that messaged me and everything else. Appreciate all the prayers and all the good wishes. It definitely makes you feel good when you're struggling, but yeah, I'm determined to get back, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks guys, and yeah, even though we're down, I'll try and keep some videos coming. We'll do some filming with all the other riders, and just try and keep the sport up front, and try and bring some good publicity to it. So thanks a lot. Hopefully see you guys on the track in not too long of a time. Cheers.